Morning guys, so quick story time. My car broke down yesterday. This is the second time in just a little over a month that my car has broken down. It wasn't anything major, it was just a battery, and it actually happened when I was at work, so I'm really happy about that. I've got a story for you. I obviously have breakdown cover now after my last experience. I called the breakdown company and they said that it's going to be about 3 hours, or it could be up to 3 hours. So imagine you just want to go home and the next thing you know, you're waiting for like 2 hours for a breakdown company to come. But anyway, still grateful because at this point my phone was about to die anyway, which is something that always happens. Well, I say always happens. It happened last time as well when I broke down. My battery was low. What I'm going to do today is attempt to change my car battery, which I wasn't really feeling it yesterday, but then Steve was like, oh, you can do it, it'll be fine. And I was just like, oh, this, like, right now all I wanted to do yesterday was get home in it, because I didn't get home till just after 8 o'clock in the evening. Obviously bearing in mind I finished work at 5. After watching some videos, I think I can do it. Obviously take care because I'm not a mechanic, but I don't want to pay someone 15 to 30 pounds just to change a battery, which by looking at it I can do it by myself. So we'll see how that goes, so bear with me. So what I'm going to do now actually is try and buy the battery. I'm going to get it off Euro Car Parts. When you go on the website, you can put in your number plate and then it will come up with items that fit your car or should fit your car. I know what battery is currently in my car because obviously I looked yesterday, and it is a Exide one. It's actually this one here, but what I'm going to do is get the cheaper version. Obviously sometimes with cheap you get what you pay for, but the reason I'm going to go for the cheapest option is because I don't know how long I'm actually going to have my car for. It could just be a few months, it could be a year. I've had this car for 3 years now and I've had no issues beforehand. I'm just going to go for the cheapest one because it should do the job. And as you can see up there, I'm going to activate Quidco, which I have set up, you know, a little bit of cashback, a little bit of save money. Euro Car Parts currently have a 45% off discount situation going on, or up to 45%. So this battery here is actually £64.99 on a normal day, but today it's going to cost me £38.99. Another thing that I know that you need to change your battery is spanners, and they normally bang on about 10mm and 13mm spanners, so I'm going to get them as well because I don't think we've got any in the house. The set of spanners I'm going to buy is this Amtech combination spanner set of 5, which is £4.39, and it comes with 8, 10, 13, 14 and 17mm. So what I'm going to do is activate Quidco, get some cash back, you know, save that shmoney. I want to check the inside of the car, so I'm going to open the bonnet, check the inside of the car, so I've got an idea what I'm going to be doing later, and hoping that I've got everything. If there's anything else I need, then I can get it when I'm out. And then when I get back, I'm going to wait for the car to cool down before I go messing about in the engine area, the bonnet. Guys, if you can't do it, just get professional help. I'm doing it because I want to try it, and it just seems like I need to be doing all these things lately since I've been driving around so much, which to be fair is not a bad thing. I'm enjoying the experiences of it. I've learned how to change a tire. I've done that a few times, well, with the help of Steve, and now I'm going to change a battery. The only thing I was thinking is that the flipping car is going to explode, but if I do it properly, hopefully it'll be fine. I have watched a few videos. There's a lot of videos that you can watch, but I will sort of talk through it. Maybe we'll see. Let me just go into the bonnet and open that. So let's open the bonnet. There we go. So that is where my battery is. Oh, look at this gunk. This bit here is the positive that I do last. Maybe that's why it's covered actually. And then this is what I would do first. Has it got a negative sign? Yeah, there's a negative sign right there. And I'll just have to unscrew this first and screw this bit. Then there's somewhere where that little bolt there, I'll probably have to unscrew that as well. I'm back in the car, hands are dirty already. So yesterday when I broke down, the guy that was fixing my car obviously got my car started and I was able to drive home just fine. Everything was cool, but he did say that he can't guarantee that my car will start today. That's exactly what I'm going to do now. So I've just checked the inside and I'm going to see if it starts. I really hope it starts. So let's see what happens. Yes, it's come on. It's come on. So that's all right. I'm going to drive to the shop now and pick up the battery and the spanner. And to be fair, I think the car will be fine. It might even drive for like another week to a month, who knows. So I've just got to Euro Car Parts and yeah, I'm going to pick the stuff up now. Put my mask on. I'm going to go pick this thing up. So I've just got my bits, got the battery, got the spanners, and just got in the car. And I'm just thinking, is this car gonna start? I just hope it starts. So yeah, let's see. Yes. Right, I'm gonna head home now. I'll catch you guys in a little bit for changing the battery, so that's gonna be fun. Hey guys, so what I've done just quickly is just checked if I can get to the bolt at the bottom of the, what do you call this thing, the engine. Anyway, if I can get to the bottom of the battery, the bolt that's holding the battery in, I've just checked to see if I can get to it using these spanners, and I think I might be able to. I'm gonna try it and see what happens, but obviously I don't know, in my head I just think everything's gonna go wrong, it's gonna explode, but I think it'll be fine. One thing I did remember is in the videos that I've been watching, it does specify that, or it does say that once you've sort of gone about taking your battery out, that's gonna affect your clock and your radio. Make sure that you know what the codes are and what you need to do to fix it back up, or you can save it. Like, there's all these things that you can do, but I ain't got time for that. I'm not really that bothered. I will look it up after you're essentially taken out what's making the car run, I suppose. But yeah, so I'm gonna give it a go now, and wish me luck. I'm just gonna take my time and hopefully this goes okay. So what I'm gonna do is, wait, let me try one of these. Oh lord, oh lordy lord, I dropped something in the car. Can I put my hand in there? Yeah, it's all good. Scary. I didn't realize the spanners actually have their sizes written on them. Well, you learn something new every day, innit? Okay, so I think that one will fit there, and I think that one will fit there. So let me give it a go. Really, really sorry about the wind. It's very windy today. So I'm gonna untwist this, I believe. God, let me just make sure my keys are not in the car, in the ignition. Okay, they're not. Every video did say you do the negative first, so I'm hoping I'm doing it right. Oh, yes. So that's off. I'm all hot and bothered. Now I'm going to tackle the positive, which is the one that scares me the most. So I'm going to take this cover off. So I've taken off the negative, and now I'm going to take off the positive, which is on this side. Oh, amazing. That's good. So this is out. So what I'm going to try and do now, which is going to be very difficult actually, is unscrew this one down here. So I'm going to change my spanner to a 13mm one, which I'm guessing or hoping that is the right one for that one. But they do like extenders, which would make it so much easier to get to that bolt, but I don't have that, so. Oh, it's just annoying because sometimes it gets to a real weird angle and there's this thing in the way. I don't know if you can see that, but this board here gets in the way of turning this thing because it's too long. I'm looking at this like, is it coming loose or what? Because this is taking long. This looks like there's a bit of an oil leak. Then I'm trying to remember if last time it had either an MOT, some sort of check, if they told me that the car has leaks or has a slow leak. I'm actually going to look at my MOT paperwork when I get the chance. But yeah, it looks like there's a leak. So this is why I was saying that I don't actually know how long I'm going to keep this car for. It might not be even a few months, it might not be a year. So that's why I didn't think there was any point in spending a lot of money on a very expensive battery. Oh, I got something more. If that is an issue, then yeah, I will be getting the car checked. Let me show you. I don't know if you can see, so this is where my oil goes, this bit here, and all down here looks like it's leaking oil. I'm not a mechanic, but that doesn't look like the best sign in the world, does it? Using this and switching between this end, I don't know if you can see that, it's sort of like, you know, like the end of a cake decorating like thingy, it's kind of like a flower or whatever, and then switching it with this end, alternating between the two, has really helped. I don't want nothing touching nothing that shouldn't be touching. Do you know what's working now? By putting it on the bolt this way, turning it, then switching it, turning it, switching it, turning it. Yes, it's off. Yes. Right, now I need to try and get this battery out as safely as possible. Oh. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to turn the camera off because my battery is a little bit low, fiddle around with it, get it out, and hopefully it will be okay. I managed to take it out literally 10 seconds after I stopped the video, so. But yeah, now I'm going to put the new battery in the exact same way as the old battery. So literally all I had to do was to bend it just a little bit and then yank it out. This is the new battery that I'm going to put in. It's got a positive and a negative. So when you're putting it back in, what you want to do is put the positive back in first and then the negative. So you're doing it the opposite way to the way that you actually unscrewed it. There's a reason for that, so I don't know the reasons, but it's something to do with earthing, unearthing, power coming to the car, and power when there's, I don't know, you can look stuff like that up. I've got to give it to mechanics because as much fun as this is, it's not fun. Oh yes, yes. Why is my tyre looking flat? So I have to try and put this thing in that gave me grief. I don't want to put it as tight as they did it because damn, that was hard. But it needs to be sitting nicely. Okay, so the last little bit is putting everything back the opposite way to how I took everything out. So I'm going to start with the positive. Got my little screws here that I took out earlier, or whatever you call these things. And then I'll put this one back on, and then hopefully it should all come back together. I don't know if you're meant to do that. Probably don't follow me, guys. So I think I've done it, hoping it works. So what I'm going to do now is get in the car and see what happens, try and start it. Then I will see if there's a Halfords around where I can drop off this battery from before, because I think they can recycle them for free. So I'm in my car now, and what I'm going to try and do now is turn the ignition on and see what happens. I really hope I've done it right. Right. I literally think I nailed that, even though it took me so long. Hands dirty, actually not as bad as it could be, but absolutely nailed it. Well, I hope I've nailed it. I'm gonna see how it goes, obviously, for the next few days to the next few weeks. I obviously do need to check that oil situation and see if I'm still okay to drive for a little bit longer. I think I did it. Oh my God. I think I did it. I just changed the battery, and to be fair, it's not hard. It's just very fiddly. Like, I would recommend you get an extender. Like, obviously different cars would be different, but I recommend getting an extender. Is it an extender, extension, whatever the hell it is, that you, because the bolt that's holding the battery down is quite low down, there isn't a lot of room to navigate your spanner. So that took me so long, which I'm pretty sure the people that work in like Halfords, it'll take them 2 seconds. Okay, 15 minutes. We got there in the end. The putting it back process was a lot easier. If I can do it, you can do it. Obviously, please take safety precautions when you're doing this. I look weird. There is the risk of shocking yourself, and we don't want anyone getting electrocuted. So I beg, if you don't feel like you can do it, just go see a professional. But it is very easy. It just takes a little bit of patience, a little bit of time, and it's doable. My nose is running because it was cold, but now it's warm. You can wear gloves, by the way, but don't mind getting my hands dirty. That is the end of the video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed that. Oh, I was going to tell you a little story time about when my car tires burst a few weeks ago. So this is about a month ago. This car has led me to literally just learn how to deal with cars. So like I said, I know how to change a tire. I now know how to fix or change a battery, which I'm really happy with. But basically my wheel burst a few weeks ago and I was on the hard shoulder on a motorway, and it was the most scary experience of my life. I wouldn't recommend it. But I didn't know what to do, so I was there faffing around in the fast lane. Nobody was stopping. It was scary until it took about 10 minutes before some van kindly got out of his car. He stopped. He was probably just getting frustrated with me because I couldn't get to the hard shoulder. I had to just stop. My car just stopped. So he stopped the traffic, managed to help me get to the hard shoulder, and then that's when I was able to try and get a phone. Phone wasn't working on the motorway, those orange ones that you see on the side. I was walking back to my car and I noticed that the police were behind me, and you're not meant to change your tire if you are on the motorway and you're not like on a little bit of a slip road. You shouldn't really do that because essentially you're still a hazard. The police, even though you're not meant to do it, they helped me change it real quickly because I had a spare tire in the back of my car and I was able to get home. But I'll put some pictures up now here. It was a hot mess. It was scary, but they managed to help me and I managed to get home. Didn't have to pay anything, but get breakdown cover. If you haven't got breakdown cover and you're doing loads of driving, get breakdown cover, and not just roadside recovery. Get what will take you home, what will get you to your destination, whatever that it is that will not cost you a fortune, because I'm lucky I haven't had to pay for anything so far because I've just been lucky. The first time I just got a little bit of help, and then yesterday I obviously have roadside breakdown cover, but because I'm doing a lot more driving now, I do need to upgrade my breakdown cover to national roadside or whatever recovery to help me so that I'm not in a situation where I'm stuck. Don't want that. Don't want that. I'm learning so much. But anyway, that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that was interesting and helpful and insightful, and hopefully you can do it yourself if you ever have to. But yeah, good luck.